What is up, y'all? We are back with episode
12
yes. Of
Don't
Pushing
say.
Buttons. Don't say. We are back with episode 12 of Pushing Buttons. I am one half of the bromance B, and I have the other lovely and beautiful half right next to me. The other half right next to me.
He didn't like the beautiful
Nah,
part.
it's okay.
No, you didn't like the beautiful part?
Nah, it's fine.
You're beautiful.
Thanks.
Is that okay for me to say?
It's weird, but it's okay.
All right, other half, beautiful Keith. And
What's
then,
going on?
My other side, I have the very popular Miss IG herself, Claudia.
What's up? What's up, guys?
So yeah, let's go ahead and say this. We are on all streaming platforms, including YouTube now. We need horns.
I know.
Anyway, we're on
shots.
YouTube
No,
now.
I'm joking.
We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and we are on Anchor for your ass.
You got sponsored yet?
No, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting.
I'll check every week.
I actually, through my personal account, I send Anchor messages all the time. Sponsor me, please. I need your sponsorship.
Need that money, huh?
Yeah, I need that money. Who doesn't want that money? Imagine if we were sponsored by them. That'd be lovely. Anyway, wishful thinking. I do want to go around the room and see how everybody is doing mentally and physically today. So, what's up, y'all? How y'all feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm good. So I am for sure clear of COVID. So let me tell you guys my story.
How you know you didn't get after you got tested?
So let me tell you guys my story.
I'm joking.
Okay,
People always say that.
I went to get tested last Saturday just because, I'm going to Michigan. I just want to make sure that I'm good and I'm, with the people that I'm going to be with and everything is safe, right? But then through work, we all got tested because of something that occurred. So when I got tested, I have never gotten tested like this for COVID, but they first put the swab, like they ask you to open up your mouth and then they put it in the throat area. So then they swab the throat area. And then with that same swab, they'll put it in both of your nostrils. And then that's how I got tested. And I was like, is this supposed to be like this? Are you supposed to just
This sounds gross.
I
Yeah.
know. I was like, are you supposed to just use one swab? That doesn't sound sanitizing. But that was my story. But other than that, my week was really good. And I'm excited for my long weekend.
That's good. What about you, Keith?
I'm doing fine. My week is okay. Nothing different, maybe. Maybe something's different. I don't want to talk about it, but maybe something's different, but it's
Maybe
been
something's
okay.
different. Something's on the horizon for Keith.
Yay.
Okay, Keith.
Dun, 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 dun.
But it's okay.
That's good, man. Making moves.
Yes.
It's good. By the way, I want to say, Claudia, when you say something happened, that means somebody tested positive.
I know. She said something happened.
She's like, something happened. A situation arose.
Somebody
we all had to get tested. Yeah. Right.
I haven't got tested in like a month now. I should go to your job and do the free thing again.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Knock
You
yourself out.
should. But okay, I know you want to go to his job and all, but because I know you live close.
Do you want me to see? Okay.
No,
go ahead.
never mind. If you want
She
to go
wants
see.
to get in between.
Nah, go ahead. Tell me.
She wants to get in between our bromance, Keith, for
No,
sure.
because it's closer and it's on Lawrence and Kedzie. Right there, they have like a testing center and it's walk-in and it's pretty quick. But go see your boy. Like, that's cool.
Damn right.
He'll be upset if I get tested somewhere
Right,
else.
exactly.
I feel
Find
betrayed.
out.
I feel betrayed. There's somebody I know that feels that way when I go, like, if I were to buy something from a different company and they're like, why did you do that? Why did you buy? He knows who he is. Tell him to make better shit. And maybe I'll buy it.
How are you?
But me, I'm doing okay. I'm on vacation or staycation. So I've been lovely. I've been chilling. Nothing much going on. And it's just the way I like it. Nice and chill. So
It was hot.
it was hot as fuck. I drove out to wherever the fuck a couple days ago to Butt Funk, just with my girlfriend.
Where?
went shopping.
Where's to?
Shopping to some outlets out
okay.
The
in the
expensive
outskirts
ones.
of the city.
The expensive ones.
That's about it. Nothing.
Tell them where you
exci-
shopped at.
Nothing
The
exciting.
expensive ones.
I am convinced though that people are just traveling.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Claudia included. Just people who are traveling.
Claudia goes somewhere every week.
Yeah, every week Claudia's got money. She's the bougie one.
Yeah.
Bougie rankings. Remember that? Remember bougie
I'm
rankings?
third now.
Remember bougie rankings? It's Claudia now, Keith, and then me at the bottom.
You've been at the bottom
No.
this whole
But
time.
I'm convinced people are just traveling. Obviously, like certain people are being safe about it, and other people are being unsafe about it. And you know who you are. Y'all know who you are. Unsafe people going to travel and shit, bringing that shit back because you don't think that it exists. Maybe. I don't know. I'm no fucking doctor specialist, but yeah, I'm doing all right, guys. Everything's good. I'm doing good. COVID life, you know. What can you do? Pandemic going on. There's only so much you could do. We are going to move on to my favorite part of the podcast, B's random thought of the week. Don, 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 don.
No clue.
Here we go.
No idea, huh?
No.
I like that. I like that you guys don't know. It builds up the suspense. All right. So my question this week is, do body counts count to you guys personally?
No.
Say that again.
Do body counts count to you guys?
Like, do they matter to you?
Yeah, like, do they matter to you? You know what body counts are?
Nah.
For the people that don't know what body counts are.
I may have an idea. Explain though.
Body counts are the amount of people somebody's slept with.
Okay, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah. Does that matter to you, Keith? Uh-oh.
Maybe.
So it doesn't matter to you, Claudia?
No.
At all?
No.
So somebody could have slept with 50, 100 people. You'd be okay with it?
Yeah, I mean, you did it
Love
before.
is love, right?
You did it before me. I don't care. Don't do it while you're with me, you know, but other than
Would you ask for like test results or anything like that from this person?
I have been in situations where I have asked people to get tested for sure, yeah.
Did they do it?
Yeah.
You went with them?
We both went together. I was like, okay, well, we can both do it just to make sure. I mean, it wasn't a serious relationship. It was very casual. So I just wanted to make sure I was safe and that they were safe as well.
Okay.
What about you, Keith? Body counts count?
Yes.
They matter to you?
Yeah.
Why? Explain. Elaborate. All right, let's pin them up against each other again. Da, 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 da.
Why do they matter, Keith?
Yeah, why do they matter, man?
I mean, it doesn't matter that much, but I mean, I have to ask why so many. Like,
I know.
because after a certain point,
Okay,
Why so many?
what's your like point where you should just be like, you should just stop?
Yeah, you're like, all right, that's enough, man. That's enough bodies.
once you get to like 7 or 8, I think that's
Just
a lot.
7 or 8?
That's a lot to me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is that a lot to you, BB? You laughing at me?
Look at Claudia. She's like,
Okay.
What's your count, 20?
No, I mean, I
Imagine
don't care.
20 different people. That's a lot.
She's like, I don't gotta imagine it.
I
B,
don't
you are
care.
insane.
I'm taking this podcast fucking to the roof, baby.
Nice question, B.
Why? You uncomfortable, Keith?
That's why we're here,
Okay,
man. We're fucking pushing
but then-
buttons.
No, that's fine.
So then I would assume that you wouldn't. I don't know how to ask this because I don't want to ask you a personal question.
No, go ahead.
Ask the personal question.
Okay, so regarding your body count, what if your significant other is like, oh, that's too many for me?
Okay, then that's too many for you. That's
Okay.
You're
I mean,
okay
I
with
can't
that?
control. Yeah, I can't control. Yeah,
Okay. You don't mind that she would have an issue with that?
I wouldn't mind no, because I know I would mind. That's why.
Oh, okay. And how? Like, why? If you don't mind me asking, why do you mind? Like, why is it such a big deal?
Because
Look at him. Look at his little hands.
I'm trying to find the right words without not saying the wrong thing. Being intimate with somebody is something I don't take lightly. That's why. It's not something that I want to do. That
No,
should be
that's
very
fair.
casual.
That's fair.
It shouldn't just be casual for me, at least.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so body counts do matter to Keith. Body counts don't matter
You
to
just didn't
Claudia.
answer the question. You just asked us.
What
I'm
about
the one
you?
asking the question.
Okay, but what
It's
about
my
you?
damn random thoughts. So I sat down and thought about it. God damn it, what the fuck?
What about you though? Does it matter to you?
Yeah, B.
I want to say no, but I've also haven't been in that position where there was too many to count. So,
What's a number for you?
I don't know. I don't think I have a number. I think if somebody was like this number, then I'd be like, oh shit, that's quite a bit. What's going on? But to me, like, I guess it depends on the person that's telling you this, right? For me.
Also, I want to say, I mean, it might be a different. It may be different if I didn't know until later on in a relationship. Probably, you know, what if I got to know you and then I'm already like you, and then you told me about it count? That's different.
So if you just go on a first date with someone and then you guys have that conversation and they tell you the body count right away, would that turn you off?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie. What? It would.
No,
It wouldn't turn you
fair.
off. What if you just met somebody and say, "Well, you know, I slept with 25 people"? That wouldn't turn you off. Okay.
Like, okay, you slept
You
with...
didn't answer it. You shrugged your shoulders.
Right. It wouldn't turn... I mean, I would be like, oh, really? You know, were you single for a while? But
Hey, what if they're like, what is it to you?
But then, that's true. So you're right. I don't care. I shouldn't care. I would ask, however, about health. You know, like, are you good? That is something that I would most definitely have a conversation with.
But anybody can lie about that.
Yeah, what if I lied?
Well, yeah, you could lie about that, but test results won't.
Okay. See,
Damn, Claudia's crazy. She's coming with you to go get tested. Bro.
yeah.
Because people lie about that. That's exactly why.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I really care enough. But I've also haven't encountered that. So it's different when you haven't encountered it than when you... Actually, I want to say I think I did encounter it once. And I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Well, you
But it wasn't
somebody
so
that the body count was high.
What bothered me so much was that the body count was high, and I also didn't trust the person. So there was like, you get what I'm saying? Like it came with a lot of other shit. You get what I'm saying? The body count came with like there's an issue with you aside from just body counts.
Because, you know, for some people it could just be like, you know, you're young, you're not in a stable relationship, you're doing your thing. It's like, oh, whatever, you know, you can have sex with, to me, you can have sex with whomever you want, right? And that could be the cases with a lot of people. But, you know, again, like B, I have never really encountered someone in a stable relationship that they've been like, oh, my body count is like this crazy number. Usually it's the other, like I'm the one with like a little bit higher number, but honestly, people just, they don't care. For me, also, it depends on the person too. Like if I'm committed, I'm committed. I'm not gonna go around cheating either. But there are people with very high body counts who even in relationships, they're like, let me continue this body count going.
It never stops.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's
Exactly.
Where,
It never
that's where
stops.
That's a bad sign.
That's when it's an issue.
Now
for me.
that's when it's an issue. But if you're with someone and they're just like, yeah, I've had plenty of adventures. I'm like, okay.
Well, I was single.
Well, I was single. Okay, well,
Right.
when you're taken, you better not have any. But you know,
All right, easier said than done, right?
for some,
Yeah.
oh.
Cool. All right, guys. I'm glad you guys can share. See, not so bad of a question this week.
No, that's fine.
No, it's a good question.
Yeah.
It put people in the spot a little bit. And if you guys want to tell us your body counts on IG, go ahead and tell us.
Oh my
Drop
God.
the numbers.
We are at 1.
We didn't give
pushing
them
buttons.
ours.
Yeah, we're at 1 pushing buttons if you feel comfortable, or if you feel like telling us that there's not a problem with it, or there is a problem
Just
with
put random numbers on the comment section.
it. Right. Just put random numbers on the comment sections, and we'll know what it means. It'll be our secret joke.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on from this. Somebody's phone went off. That's okay. We'll move on through this. And we're back. So yeah, we're gonna talk about friendships today, and what your ideal friend looks like. So in the eyes of Claudia and Keith and myself, what does the ideal friend look like?
A friend is somebody that you can trust and know. Well, it's different levels to friends.
All right. Let's start there.
It's different levels to friends.
That's true.
Even you can be brothers and sisters, but you cannot necessarily be friends. Like, I don't know if that.
So what are the levels?
works.
Walk me through the levels of friends. So there's friend, or is there associate and then friend,
Yeah,
and then best friend,
associate, acquaintance,
Friends.
best friend,
good friend first.
Good friend.
good friend. God damn, y'all got limits.
Well, no, to me, it's just like acquaintance, friend, and then like a good friend, which is what I would
No
consider.
best friend.
No best friend,
Which
really?
I would consider like a family to me. That whole
So
like
the next
best
step
friend,
is the next step is
Family.
family.
like yeah,
Even
like,
though they're your friend, you're still.
exactly,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Okay, I agree with that.
So it's acquaintance, friend, good friend,
Well, to me,
and family.
To me, like a good friend, I would consider them a family. That's what I'm saying. Like it's
Oh.
just acquaintance,
Acquaintance, friend,
friends, and like
family.
a family.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That works for you.
All
that,
right.
that makes
Does
sense.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is that? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
All right. So let's go down the list of things.
Okay, go
Do you
ahead.
guys have a lot of acquaintances?
No,
Do you have a lot of acquaintances?
Yeah.
I have a lot of acquaintances.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay. Friends, right? That's next. Friends. Do we have a lot of friends?
I wouldn't say a lot. I have friends though.
Yeah, I have friends, but not a lot.
More than 10? More than 10? Or 10? Maybe 10,
That's
give or take.
stretching it.
Give or
Yeah.
take,
Give
yeah.
or take, yeah.
Give or take,
Give or
yeah.
take. Anywhere within 1 and 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friends, is that
yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And then family. Friends you consider family.
Yes, very
Yes.
few.
So that's less than 5.
Yep.
So like 2.
For me, yeah.
For me, it's less than 5.
Yeah, for me, it's less than 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna shout out your friends. How many? Your friends are gonna be like, okay, she has 10 acquaintances, and there's 4 in the friends section, and
Right.
there's only 2 in the family section. That's not me. I think I have.
Now, can your own family go down to like friend or acquaintance?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I think so.
I think so.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
That's
For
what I was
sure.
getting at earlier.
Because
'cause I
family
didn't-
members can become strangers real quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I have a lot of family members that I don't know. They're just family because they're family.
Right. Just, yeah.
So, but that's, I guess, popular in Latin X. Is that the word? Communities. I'm trying to be proper here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be proper here.
You can't
Yeah,
say
yeah.
Latino or
No more. No, no,
Oh,
no, no.
I can't. Oh, no, my bad, my bad.
Red flag. You can't say that.
Gotta
no
say
more, man.
Latinx.
Latin X.
X. I can't say Latinx.
Latinx.
That's stupid, right? Latin X. But Latin X sounds dumb too. What the heck?
I was so new to Latin X, man.
That sounds stupid.
It was. Keith, let's stop, man.
My
Speaking
bad.
his truth.
I agree. Latin X. I think that's common within Latin X communities.
Yeah.
That's the proper use for it, right? I'll figure it out. But yeah, so I think that's very possible. I think you could have family that you considered more friends and more friends that you consider family. Mm-hmm. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys have toxic friends? Toxic acquaintances? Or toxic family?
I do.
Toxic family for
Friends
sure.
family.
Well, not friend.
I had a toxic friend, and recently I kind of realized that I had someone who I considered close to me to be toxic, like not a reliable person.
Damn, that sucks, right? To find out that somebody you think is reliable is no longer reliable and they're a toxic person.
Yeah.
That's shitty.
And I mean, I think the whole situation started last year for my birthday. It was this whole lying thing, and I was like, bro, you just tell me the truth. You know what I mean? And I think that when someone truly goes out of their way to just simply lie to you directly, I'm just like, never mind. And ever since then, I've just kept my distance. Sure, this person checks up and it's like, hey, what's up? Oh my God, we should hang out. And I'm just like, I don't have time. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not. I personally believe that when I'm done with someone, I'm done. Like, I'm not going to give my energy to you. So, yeah.
What about you, Keith? Do you have toxic friends?
Nah, not that I know of. I don't got toxic friends.
Can you? Okay, so let's do this though. You have a friend, right, that you consider to be a really close friend, and they might not be toxic towards you, but they could be toxic towards somebody else. Does that still count as a toxic friend? Like if they're toxic to somebody else, like if they're a toxic person to a relationship or a toxic person to another friendship they have outside of yours, is that still considered a toxic friend? Or is it only is it only a toxic friend when they're being toxic towards you?
They could be a toxic person, and maybe you just know how to set boundaries with this person.
And they know when they get around
And they
you.
know
Do you guys have
what.
friends like these?
Yeah.
The people that you consider friends that are toxic?
Oh yeah. And I'm just like, whoa.
I think so.
You?
I think so. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Come on, Keith. Tell us, man. Stop trying to save your
Oh
toxic
my
friends.
God.
Am I a toxic friend?
No, you're not.
Some of my views are crazy.
I know, but I'm used to it, so I don't. It don't matter to me.
I think I had a toxic friend, and then I got rid of him really quickly.
Yeah.
But I'm like Claudia, man. Chopping block, baby. There are certain things I do that I'll put you through, right? So we'll hang out, we'll do the cool friend thing, right? We're cool friends, and then I have certain steps where like I'll invite you out to, I don't know, some family thing where there's me a lot of people that I naturally have a close circle with.
Yeah.
That's me inviting you into the friendship thing, right? If you fuck that up, it's over with, man. You getting the chopping block.
That's true. For me, it's the same thing. Like it's funny because even with coworkers, a lot of times it's like, I mean, I'm spending 8 hours of my days with these people, right? For like 5 days a week. And of course you develop dynamics and you start talking to people. But to me, I'm very big on, I know what a friend is and I know what a coworker is. Like I will not go around saying like, oh yeah, my friend. No, I'm going to say my coworker, the person I work with. And I noticed that a lot of people have issues with that. They're like, oh, I'm not your friend. I'm like, no, you're not. You're my coworker.
Yeah, bitch.
I have not, like.
Sorry.
I know it's a lady.
I can't say that word, man. I know we can't say that word either.
Like to me, it's the same. Once I invite you to a place where it's the people that I surround myself with, like my people, then yes, like you said, B, you're in that circle now. But if you haven't gone there, you're just an acquaintance. Or
Do people often think they're your friend and you don't necessarily think so?
oh yeah, I've had like, oh, this is my friend. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm the friend, but.
Not over here. You're not my friend.
And and that doesn't mean, and a lot of people might take it as like, oh, you're being shitty.
Yeah.
And I'm not. I just know my boundaries. Like I don't know you fully. It's just me.
What about you, Keith?
Yeah. Well, me and my sister and all my brothers and sisters, we have the same ideological. Like we always go back to say, we don't really need friends. We have each other. I got 5 brothers and sisters. Why do I need any friends?
Damn.
These are not. Sorry, B.
Damn.
It's okay. You're
Claudia,
closer,
I'm very sorry.
You might be moving. There might be room for you in the friend one, in the family one. Now, the family
No,
one.
but we say that a lot. That's why we don't really have friends. Like I'm friends with like my sister's boyfriend. I'm friends with him. I know him. He's fine.
But not toxic friends.
Yeah, I
Not
don't.
too many.
No, I don't.
Of those.
No, because I don't. Because why even deal with somebody like that? Like people might think I'm a toxic person because I don't really talk to people that much. Like you got people that want to talk to you and you just don't want to talk to them and they think and they just think you're just the meanest person ever because you don't want to talk. Sorry.
So wait. Let me get this straight. So if I come up to you, you don't know me, right? I'm like, hey, how are you? What's your name? And I'm
no. That's different. Like say if you're in a work situation and we just happen to work together, but I don't necessarily talk to you like I don't tell you about my days afterwards.
Okay,
I don't want to talk. We're at work. I don't want to talk.
You're just there to work.
I'm just there to work. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Damn, Keith is big on boundaries.
Yeah.
And they probably think that you're mean. Like
Right,
why
yeah.
don't you want to talk to me? I need some human communication. I personally don't need it.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm just, and that
that's
they might think I'm toxic because I don't.
That's fair.
What do you think, B?
That's hilarious.
That is funny because I can imagine Keith, someone like, "Hey, boss."
No.
Keith is just like, "I don't want to talk."
I don't want to talk to you. Leave me
What's
alone.
up? Can we not talk?
I think, yeah. I think the friends thing is always like interchanging between friend and acquaintance.
I got people that probably
Yeah.
think I'm friends, but I necessarily probably wouldn't think I'm not a friend of you. I know you.
Right, right.
I mean, I'm a friend.
Damn, I'm gonna be like, yeah, my co.
Even if I know you for a long time.
Keith.
He doesn't like me.
He doesn't like me.
No.
I have, let's see, I want to say less than 10. I have a lot of people I consider family that are more than friends, obviously. Let me see. Let me see. You, Claudia, Keith's brother, the one that looks like you.
not the big. No, I'm joking.
He's my friend.
Okay, see, I know the boundaries.
Yeah, he's my friend. Yeah, I think I have about six or seven people who I consider family. So like
Yeah.
people that are like up there, and then friends. The friends thing is more. I think most of the people I am friends with, we have that understanding of that we're just friends.
Really, they don't get confused.
I don't think so. They better not.
Damn.
They don't get the wrong impression.
I think. Well, because I'm a very social person, so I think a lot of people think they are my friend. But
I would agree
yeah.
with that. B does. He is very social. He does come off as very friendly.
and,
Right.
yeah, that's. I don't know. Yeah, it's very funny to see the people, because the people who are my family see me as the person that I really am, and my friends sometimes don't want to see me as that person.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like it's a different view and a different friendship. Like with my family and shit, I could really say anything, and it's fine because they're like, it's B. But if it's like my friends, it's like it's a different kind of B. You know?
Yeah.
And it's not me being different. It's just the boundaries, right? The boundaries.
Right. I
It's
mean,
like
you're not going to expose your whole self to
people
people you don't know. Exactly.
Or people you don't want to necessarily. Some people you just know that I can't go there with them because I
Exactly.
don't even want them to know.
Exactly.
Is there such thing as being too close to somebody? Like somebody being too close of a friend of yours, or like being like there's a detachment issue, or you just being too close where it becomes a problem elsewhere. Like your other people would view it as your guys are being too close.
I don't have that problem right
No?
now. No.
No.
No, I don't have that problem though. Being too close to somebody, like being too close to a friend,
Yeah.
I can see how people can think that you're.
Okay, so let's do this, right? You have you're in a relationship, right? We're all in relationships here, so let's talk relationships,
Yeah.
right? So we're all in relationships, right? And you have friends that you're really close to. You gotta do everything for those friends. You know what I'm saying? You do everything for those particular set of friends, right?
Yeah.
And then here comes this person into your life who wasn't probably there through all that shit.
Yeah.
Does that become a problem for you guys? Have you guys encountered that issue in your relationship where there's too much? They feel like you hang out with them too much, or you feel like
okay.
Yeah.
like you
yeah, I
feel
get what
like
you're
they're,
saying.
you know what I'm saying? Like they're like, oh, like you're always
yeah.
going to do that, or why are you
okay,
always
okay.
going with that person, or why are you always with this person, or it could be like a guy or a girl. It doesn't matter. It could be whatever this person is. Like, have you guys encountered that in your relationships where it's like, oh, you're too close to that person?
No, I haven't encountered that per se. I have encountered though like a toxic best friend, and I was like, I don't like her, and it became an issue at first. But I was like, I don't like her. She's toxic. I don't like her vibes. I don't like this. And guess what? She was toxic and she fucked up. And I'm glad that she's not in my girlfriend's life anymore.
Damn.
For what?
Oh wow.
Don't.
But it's true, and the thing is too that it's, as an outside person, you see that dynamic and you see how it works. And to me, it was more like, damn, it sucks to see that my significant other is giving everything to this friendship because it's been so many years, but then this person isn't reciprocating it, and it's like, no, baby girl, you need to go.
I haven't. Oh, that's.
You've never encountered that?
No, I haven't encountered that yet. But that's weird that she has, and I can see what she's saying. Mm-hmm. Like, this person is really not giving you what you think it is.
Exactly.
And you need to hear it from somebody else. Mm-hmm.
But because of the years of friendship, you're like, no, well, this is how the person is. Yeah, no, you do not deserve. That's not a friend.
Hey, what is it? I mean, well, then the counter to that would be, well, what, you know, what's a friend to you might not be like, to me, like the idea of a friend to you might be different than it is for me.
Right. But I mean, the thing is that it's like you're putting all this work and you're putting all this effort to like hang out with someone, to see someone, to do something special for this person. But then that is not being returned at all. You know what I mean? And then it takes a while because you're so used to it. That's how toxic dynamics or relationships even start. Like, you're so used to that cycle that you don't even notice it. You're just like, you know what? Yeah, this is how this person is. Like, I'm used to it. And to me, I'm the type of person that's like, no, you should not get used to toxic behavior. Like, know what you deserve. And I feel that ever since this person fucked up themselves, because they fucked up the friendship themselves, my significant other doors open to new and better friendships, because she was just kind of like, no, I got my friend, like I got my best friend, you know. But now that she's kind of like, okay, I don't have this person who's my best friend who I would hang out with, here are other people that I'm able to hang out with and identify with, and it's a better dynamic.
Interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
Are you guys okay with your significant other having a person they're close to that's the opposite sex or the same sex?
The silence.
Look at you guys that thought about it hard, huh?
I wouldn't mind.
Just pushing these words out, right? It seems like
no, I wouldn't. Now, no, I'm being honest. Now, I wouldn't mind. At the beginning of the relationship, I probably would have, my insecurities and stuff would have flared up. But at this point in the relationship where I'm at, I'd be like, okay.
So you'd be okay with it?
Yeah, I'd be okay with it.
Vice versa?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my friends are guy friends. Like, I have a lot of guy friends, and
she's okay with it?
Yeah.
She's not like, hey.
No.
No?
No.
All right, I'm going to ask her next time. Next time she's a guest on our podcast, I'm going to ask the hard questions that nobody wants to ask. What about you, Keith? Would you be okay with your girlfriend having a guy best friend or a guy friend that she's really close to?
Who is not gay?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with anything? Once we buy,
or not buy.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
you'd be okay with it?
Right now, yeah, for sure. At this point, yes. Early on, maybe not.
Oh, so now at this point, yes.
At this point, yes. I don't care no more.
But then I have to also think, like, this is me thinking, right? What if she came already with that best friend? You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, would you, or what are you saying, B?
I'm saying if you acquire a new friend.
Oh, okay.
They acquire a new close friend that came in.
Okay.
And then
I thought you meant some. I was like, okay. Well,
see, that's why the answer changes, man. The answer changes.
No, okay. I'll stick with that answer. Like, at the beginning, I probably would have been like, who is this? You know, like, why is this? But now where I'm at in the relationship, where I feel more like stable with myself, not even with my relationship, myself, because it's my own insecurities. It's like, yes, whatever. I trust this person enough.
Yes.
But I mean, if they came with that person since the relationship started, like
You can't control.
I'm not
that,
gonna have it. Like, okay, well, cool.
You wouldn't be mad.
No, I mean,
It was like, hey man, I'm just gonna go out to dinner with that person by myself. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be okay with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you be okay?
I'm just saying, like, if
Would
you
be okay with it?
if your girlfriend was like, hey, I'm going out to dinner with my guy friend, just us two.
Who's someone she's met after we met or before? Or either way.
Either way.
Yeah.
You'd be okay with it?
Yeah, I'd be okay with it. And now I am, yes. Now, yes.
What about you, B?
Again, early in the relationship, it's different because you're not at that level yet. So
It's different because
again, like she said,
no, I agree with you. I agree with you completely.
Like,
and it has to do, and I'm going to
it
be
has to do
honest,
with
with
yourself,
our
too.
insecurities. Yeah, for sure.
Look at you guys setting your egos
me,
aside.
stop acting like me. Stop acting like you wouldn't care.
Let me,
Look, he's
Let me sit at
Let
the
me
bar
see.
while y'all hang out.
Let me see.
B, you would totally care, wouldn't you?
I don't think I'm a jealous type.
No, it's not jealousy though.
It is.
Is it?
Yes.
So if your girl gets a new guy friend,
yeah.
and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna go hang out with him.
But that's now. What if you just started? What if it's early in the relationship?
Well, early in the relationship,
Look,
I'm
see?
I'm
Look.
like you guys, right?
Exactly. Now you wanna be like us.
You're scoping out the situation,
Right,
Exactly.
right.
That's what we're saying.
but even then, like, there's only so much you can control.
That's true.
That's true.
At that point, you just be like, well, fuck it, I
Well,
guess.
she
I
choose
mean,
somebody
I-
else. Choose somebody else.
Yeah, she choose somebody else. That's
right.
it. You know, I mean, she
You know,
do it an
that's-
hour later. It doesn't really fucking matter.
That's funny because my girlfriend, she hung out. It was earlier in the relationship. She hung out with some guy that she went to high school with. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, who's this dude? Like I was side eyeing it, but at one point I was like, whatever. Like you're gonna do what you're gonna want to do. And something I've learned is that constantly questioning someone and just constantly being like that jealous person, that is for sure not healthy. Like that other person's gonna get fucking tired of you.
Oh yeah.
Like, no, I don't want someone
Well, some people
questioning
like
me
that,
all
though.
the time.
We can't do that. Some people like that.
Some people like to make
some
the
people
other
like-
person jealous.
Yeah, some people like to make the other person jealous because it shows.
It makes them that they want you more.
They want you
them
still.
more. Yeah.
No.
I roll to that. I'm sorry, but I respect it. If that's what you want to do, if you want to go ahead and go out of your way to make your significant other jealous and insecure and all of that, by all means, that do you. I don't know. That to me is not. But whatever. People are gonna do what they're gonna do. I don't understand that logic.
No.
No.
No, and
I understand- no.
It's like they want to be wanted more, so they do something to make that you.
Well,
want
maybe
them
you
more.
should have a conversation on how you don't feel wanted. Like, hey,
It's
I'm
not that they don't feel
like-
wanted. It's not that they don't feel wanted. It's they want you to make them want you more. It's a weird logic to think about.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but people are like that. I'm with Keith. They exist.
They want you.
Do you know anyone like that?
That wants to make their partner jealous.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I know a lot of people like that. That like to make their significant other jealous. I've encountered people that are
names.
that'll do shit like that. That'll do it on purpose. But hey, don't play it too close.
Yeah.
Yeah, might end up going a little too far. So that's just I don't know. That's weird. Did we talk about working with friends? Yeah, right. We talked about working with friends, right?
No,
Claudia?
No,
did not.
we haven't.
No, we talked about coworkers turning kind of into friends if that were to happen.
I have established new friends.
When I say that don't mean everybody I've worked with hadn't become like a okay person. Like if you have something I like to talk about, that's fine. But if I have no interest in talking to you, I won't talk to you.
He's trying to double down on what he said.
If I want to talk,
That's fine. I want to talk. That don't mean I haven't worked with people that I talk to and it's fine.
You know, I kind of like. I wonder. Okay, Keith, I want you to be honest. I'm gonna put you on the spot because right now I'm just wondering.
She think I'm lying.
What? Okay, so then, what did you think when you first met me? Like, did you not want to talk? Is that why you didn't talk to me?
No, it's not that I didn't want to talk.
I'm just calling you out, Keith.
It's like I remember trying to talk to Keith, and it was like pulling everything out of him.
I'm a naturally shy person, and if we don't have any, like, I don't know what we would have talked about.
Shit about again without something. I don't know.
B has to start the conversation first.
Oh, really? Do you normally start the conversation with Keith?
See, that's why.
I normally start the conversation everywhere, it seems like.
Yeah, see?
Most of the time.
And B knows I'm just not going to talk to anybody.
You know, I used to be that person. I got tired of it.
Tired of what?
Starting the conversation. I'm just like, I'm here. If you want to talk, let's talk. But I'm just like, why do I always have to check in on people? Why can't people check in on me? You know?
You get that feeling, B?
What? People checking in on me?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you check in or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you're there when I want to check in with you. Like, as long as
I can't even remember the first time I met you.
Me neither, to be honest.
When was the first time?
I met Claudia a long time ago.
I don't know.
Well,
I've known Claudia too long.
I don't know, like probably one of our infamous friends' little house parties.
Probably. I would say that.
That sounds accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've known Claudia for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We've been pushing buttons for a very long time. Keith. That's funny though. You two guys didn't, you know, there was never like too much of a friendship there. I feel like this podcast has brought a friendship.
No, but you know something about Keith though? I like at one point I was like, you know, I always see Keith around. He's always around us. I'm going to start inviting him to things that I do at my home. And so I introduced him and he would always come through. Not gonna lie. Like he would really come through when there were a lot of times where I'm like, he's probably not gonna come, but I'll still invite him. And he would always show up. He'd surprise me. He'd surprise me.
Probably not gonna come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm terrible at things like that.
It's okay. It's cool. Yeah, he does.
But I never said you weren't my friend, Claudia. Stop trying to put me on the spot, all right? Just because I didn't come to your fucking whatevers didn't mean I didn't care for you. But yeah, we were still cool. I considered you a friend. I mean, I don't know what the fuck. I was probably at the acquaintance level with Claudia.
Yeah. No.
Bullshit.
No, I'm serious. If you were, I would have let you know. Like Keith at the beginning, he wasn't the acquaintance level. I'm not gonna lie, he was. Because I didn't know him. But then I was like, you know, he's cool. He's shy, but he's cool.
I don't talk about you.
And, you know, he was always...
What did you think when you met me, B? It was different because you met two of us at the same time.
Yeah, and then I made you talk. I was like, Mr. West is in the building. That's what I used to say all the time when I saw him.
Really?
Yep. Same thing every time.
That's why I don't... No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
So, working with friends, would you guys be able to work with your friends?
Depends on the friend.
Depends on the friend.
Yes. Depends.
You would be able to work with your friends?
Yeah.
It depends on the worker. I don't like working with lazy people.
And some of your friends are lazy.
Probably.
I guess I'm thinking about my work and it's very individualized. For me, it's like I'm doing my cases, you're doing your cases. I mean, I guess the level of support, that's the most I would really rely on. Like, you know, can I go to you and are you able to talk with me through this? You know what? You're right, Keith. It depends. Now that I'm like, it depends.
It depends.
No. There's some no.
I can't work with Keith.
Why not? I think you can work with me.
We'd have too much fun.
We would. It'd be too much fun.
And that is the thing about.
I can't do it.
It'll be too much fun.
You probably wouldn't even get work done.
And that was fine because we can work and talk. But working with B would be different than working with him.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I bullshit around too much when my friends are around, and I'll forget I'm at work, and we'll both get fired. Shit like that would happen, you know. Like it would be some crazy ass shit. But I don't think I could work with my friends. I'm trying to think of people I would be able to work with.
Although I work, it's work. We have to get away from people. Don't necessarily work when they go to work.
Although I do have some people I consider friends now because I've gained some new friends
at work.
And I can work with them. So maybe.
Well, yeah, because you met them at work.
Right.
Yeah, so you know the
So
work
of course
ethic
you're gonna be
already.
able to work with them.
No,
They necessarily-
because their work ethic might not be that great, but I still like them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, for me, it's actually the opposite. I have a coworker, who I would consider her a friend. She's pretty cool. And sometimes, and actually, I have another coworker. I wouldn't consider her as close of a friend. She's more of an acquaintance, but she's in that, I don't know, she's in that weird,
Borderline.
yeah, in that weird borderline where she's really cool. Like I would totally catch up with her, but I wouldn't tell her like too much. And it was she recently left, unfortunately, but like honestly, working was non-existent because it was just kind of like going to each other's little space, and we were like, oh my God, so let me tell you about what happened, and and they were like, oh, a client is here. Okay, let's right.
People get too nosy at work.
Like we had to pretend, but you know, she was really cool, and you're right, Keith. People do get too nosy at work. However,
So I can't tell them nothing.
this person was that person that you'd say anything to her and she will not speak.
That's me.
However, there's other people at work that I've kind of have gotten to know, and I'm like, yeah, no. Like they asked, what are you gonna do for the weekend? Oh, I'm gonna be home. You don't need to know anything else.
But now it's too late. If they listen to the podcast, they're gonna know what you're doing.
They don't
But they
know.
probably
They don't
think,
know.
but they probably think that you're a little mean for telling them. I'm just be at home. Why don't you
It's-
want to tell me more?
Because it's none of your business.
Yeah. But I have friends at work that I consider good friends, and we can work together. I mean, I don't necessarily work with them, but like Claudia said, and you said, people do get nosy. I don't. I'm that person that people tell everything to for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why people tell me everything, but they tell me everything, and I don't say anything. But I'm in a weird space where I'm kind of, my department's kind of the smallest one there, so I interact with all the departments. As much, so you know what I'm saying, like everybody else kind of interacts with their own department, and everybody. When I first started, I didn't have anybody actually. It was just me in my department. So I had to mingle around with everybody from all different departments, and now it's still not that many of us, and I still mingle with people from other departments, but I don't say anything. I'm not that type of person.
Well, yeah,
I
it's
don't-
not
I
your
don't-
place.
Like, I don't really give a shit. You know?
Right.
If you tell me, fine, I'll listen. Maybe I'll tell you what I think, maybe. But I'm not going to go around telling the rest of the fucking
I respect,
crew at work.
I
Like,
respect that.
hey, man, you know, you heard so-and-so said this about you over there. I call people out on their shit.
A lot of people like to gossip though, and I'm just not.
Yeah. But I tell people straight to their face. Like, I tell people straight to your face. Like, there's this thing at work where people like to close the door when they're talking shit. I'll go and open the door and be like, hey, talk shit with the door open, yeah? Like, you know, come on. If you're going to talk shit because you tell me you're not scared, this is what it goes back to what we always talk about, where people be like, yeah, I'm not afraid to talk shit in front of nobody. I say it in front of anybody.
Right.
I'm motherfucking leave the door open so everybody else can listen because I want to hear.
Right, right.
You know, but they won't do it. So
Everybody's
everybody's a lot of talk. There's no action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no action. Now there's action, but there's a lot of talking with it. Never mind. Well, that's a different that's a different topic for a different day. But we'll close out this episode with this little fun segment that Keith has lined up for us. This is an amazing list this week, Keith. You did a good job with the episode setting up.
thanks.
Yeah, the topics. You did good.
Yeah, right.
Why are you rolling your eyes?
No, it's fine. Thanks.
You did good.
Thanks.
I was like, man, this was good.
You didn't
was
expect
good.
it.
No,
I didn't expect it because
no.
usually there's something like that.
Something serious. And this
No. There's something.
or-
Sometimes there's like something I want to change or the order.
Oh.
This one was flawless. Like I was like, oh, I'm on board with all this shit. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't very. I didn't have to tell you like, oh, maybe we should talk about this, or because there's a lot of shit that we should talk about, but nah, I don't want to talk about it. This is kind of like a couple weeks of just kind of giving people lighthearted topics.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So
That's what I thought. I didn't want to get anything
yeah.
serious.
So Keith has comedy in 2020 for us lined up.
Ooh.
So I don't know how big
Explain.
you guys are on comedy.
Comedy isn't the same in 2020. You can't say nothing.
Yeah,
That's true.
well, I agree.
And that's stupid. I don't like that because that's what comedy is. How you gonna not comedy? It can't be comedy if it's not.
there is comedians out there, and there is people out there willing to push the boundaries, and I respect those people. People who can still do the comedy and kind of push the line. between like, because there's a lot of shit we can talk about, but if
Yeah.
you do it properly, I feel like that's good comedy where you can do it maneuver properly through all these like weird things. Cause like you guys are saying, you can't really talk about shit anymore.
Yeah, and I don't like blaming. I don't like blaming the society necessarily because the
I
same
do.
thing. Well, I like blaming the society, but I can't say that. I'm not like the old school person. Like everything back in the day was better. I don't want to say that type thing. Comedy was better back then.
No,
than
we're
it
not
is
saying
now.
that. We're just
I know.
saying-
I'm not saying it, but I don't want to come off as that.
No, man, let's fucking say it. You guys are fucking up now, man. You guys are being too soft. Nobody can say shit no more. Everybody's too sensitive. A joke used to be a joke. I just saw that
know.
recently. I forgot what it was. Some
Jokes are
artist,
greater than
some
facts.
artist I like made a joke, and then fucking people took it like somewhere the fuck else.
Where it didn't need to go.
And then you're just sitting there like, what the fuck? Like,
When do you think a joke would go too far?
there is no such thing as
There
a joke
is-
going to, especially if you're a comedian.
Yeah,
Like if you're a comedian, that's what we're talking about. Like a comedian making a joke. I don't think there's too far for that. I think it should be a joke. It's a joke.
Claudia thinks different.
Let's see, Claudia, fire back.
Yeah, I mean, I see. It's a great dance.
Yes, it is.
I see what you guys are saying. Like comedians are meant to bring jokes to its audiences, right? But to me, it's like where do we set the boundaries? That's the part where, like, yeah, they can execute it very well to the point where they're not necessarily offending anyone, but at the same time there are, which they're not out of the top of my head right now, but there are some jokes that I'm like, ooh, like, okay.
Well, it's not for you.
I think
But like you're
Somebody is a different sense of humor.
Yeah, I think that I don't know, but I heard one joke once from, it was Dave Chappelle, and I was like, oh wow, okay, like but like whatever. I personally didn't take it serious. I was like, okay, it's a joke. I could care less. But for other people, I was like, wow, that's rough. That's a hard statement to make. But
so what happened to muting or not following or not watching or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, where is the sense of accountability for the person listening?
Yeah, like you don't have to listen.
Like, there's no sense for that anymore. Now I have to shut my mouth because one Joe Schmo is gonna be mad at the joke I said, and now
If one person is offended, it's not right.
You get what I'm saying? And that shouldn't be the thing. I should be able to tell you, say a joke about
It
something.
only takes one person to get
Well, that's what I'm
offended.
saying, and that's
And
the
that's
problem.
that's not
the way it should be. I don't feel like it, but I don't know. Humans suck. That's why that's why Earth is like, take this shit. How you like COVID?
Oh my god.
Oops. But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, you
you
can't-
can't say shit no more. I don't know.
I wish you could, because that's what makes a joke. It's
So so you're not into comedy?
no, I'll listen to
What do
comedy
you
for sure.
What do you think is like funny?
For
Like now, currently, 2020,
oh my god, I mean, I haven't seen a comedy special in a while, but
a comedy movie.
well, a comedy movie. I mean, I've seen plenty of comedies.
But those can also be deemed offensive. Like
Sometimes,
something
yeah.
that somebody says in
Sometimes,
a comedy
for
can
sure.
be deemed offensive.
I'm trying to think. I think I saw
not a lot of comedies these days, though.
I'm trying to think of the last comedy that I really liked.
Yeah, see, it's not that
I
many that you can point to. Because anything you see again, that's why they can't make it to where.
I mean, I think. I watched. There's the special by Tiffany Haddish, and she had different comedians coming up
I don't like her.
on stage, and so a lot of people
You
don't.
don't like black people. No.
And so
Maybe
she
that's what
had
they're gonna say.
like she was like pretty much having all these comedians that aren't really famous, I guess, go up there, and there was this one trans who went up there and made a lot of jokes, and I personally liked it because it was funny. Sometimes I was like, ooh, girl, like, really? You're gonna say those things? But it was funny. But at the same time, it was her own jokes, if that makes sense. Like, it was kind of like about
Trans women.
exactly,
or trans people.
but
Talking about herself.
Right, but she was talking about herself.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, I don't, by all means, like, go ahead, make jokes, talk about yourself, joke about yourself. Because to me, that's kind of what comedy was. A lot of times, like, comedians turn their trauma into comedy, and that's how they deal with it. However, to me, it's kind of like, once you step out of that, where do you set the boundaries? So that's to me what I think about
You
comedy.
think we've been conditioned that way now? Did we think about that before? And
Before we didn't think
we're
about it at
conditioned
all.
about it.
No.
Now we're conditioned to everything's got to be making sure we don't offend this group of people, or we
Yep.
don't offend this group of
Yep.
whatever. You know, like I think we've been conditioned. Some folks have been conditioned to kind of view stuff that way now, because it's so much of it that at some point you start to join it. Then you start to not think for yourself. You start to be like, oh, you know what? That is kind of mean. Or, you know what? That's not funny. And that's, I think, and I hate that. Like the piggybacking on shit.
So then here's the thing. So comedians, let's say that a white comedian is saying how, like, he went to an all black barbecue and he makes fun of, like, the whole watermelon situation, right? Which is, like, such a big thing. How would you take that? Would you be like, oh yeah, that's funny? But then there's other, like, you always make fun of Harry Styles for his song because it has watermelon. So where do you draw that line?
Yeah, but I'm not taking that seriously.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but I'm saying, where do people draw that line though? Because if comedy's just comedy, then why are we telling these other people, like, oh, why are you doing this and this? Do you know what I mean? Like, for instance, how about blackface when it came to comedy? Is that okay? Just because it's comedy?
It depends. And I think that's where I'm saying, like, it has to be done right. So I'm not saying, like
Anybody can do it.
right. I'm not saying, like...
No, I'm just trying to understand.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
I'm
yeah.
not saying, like, just go out and say whatever the fuck you want to say. But I am saying is you have to do it the right way. So there was an instance where the blackface thing became an issue, right? Where I forgot what I was reading somewhere. I want to say it was Jimmy Kimmel or was it Fallon? One of those fucking late night show host people, right? So they had done a skit one time on SNL, I believe it was, or a skit somewhere. It was meant to be a funny thing, right? So it was years ago too. It was like, I don't know, early 2000s or whatever. And he did something where he blackfaced himself, right? And then the black person did it in a white way. So then he, I guess, white-faced himself?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. He fucking turned white, right?
Okay.
And then I was confused, right? That we were so angry at the guy doing a bit that people thought was funny at the time, right? Because there was nothing that came about it in that very instance, right?
In the moment.
It was funny. Everybody was laughing, right? It was hilarious. And then the black guy countered with a white one, right? And now that was funny too.
Yep.
And then it wasn't until years later where it became an issue that the white guy did it.
Right.
And now I'm confused. Like, why is that not like? I'm not saying it's okay, but it was okay for the time. It was okay in that moment, and it wasn't an issue then. What happened? What changed? Who made it an issue? Like what's going on? Why did it change so much? That's to me. Look, it has to be.
Do they look at that person different? Like years later, did they?
They tried to cancel this.
Yeah,
guy.
that's what I'm trying.
Yeah.
So how can you do that now?
They tried to cancel this guy, and then they didn't try to cancel the black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was. If you ask other white people now, then I know it's fucking funny to mock white people and say that they don't matter or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we can make fun of them all we want. What if somebody found that offensive?
And that's
We don't look at that aspect
and that's what
of it.
I also, to be fair, that's also what I think. Like, a lot of times comedians of color make fun of white folks. However, if a white folks was to make fun of anyone of color, it would be like, whoa, so it's to me, and I totally get it, like, comedy, it shouldn't be offensive. It should be it should be executed properly, but all fields should be allowed then.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
For
Yeah, I want it in the even
Right.
playing field.
I agree.
I'm
No,
with it.
I agree.
I'm
I
with
agree.
it. If you're gonna make fun of everybody,
I agree.
cool. You know what I'm saying? But they don't do that, and that's the issue I have with a lot of things that go on in the world now. It's where we change when we pick and choose when we want to be offended. We pick and choose when what's offensive. We pick and choose everything. No, we got to play an even playing field. Like if it's not funny now, it wasn't funny 10 years ago. It shouldn't have been funny to begin with then.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't have been funny to begin with. But you did it, and they did it, and it was hilarious. Right. Nobody was out there, like nobody was out there saying anything about it. Like this clip's like 10 years old. And 10 years later, you want to come out and say it was offensive. That's confusing.
Yeah, it is.
I know.
That's very confusing. So, I don't know. I just feel like comedy should be executed properly. And if you get executed properly and it's funny, then it's funny. And we should be able to joke. We do that in our everyday lives. We joke about people. We joke about others.
Yeah.
We do that all the time. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I haven't. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there have done the same.
Exactly.
You know? And it's like, why do we do that? Why do we act like we don't do any of that? You know? Like, I'm not allowed to say anything about Latinos no more or Latinx. You know? Because now it's offensive to somebody else, you know? And it's like, it's very confusing to me to grasp the idea.
Oh, yeah, no. And you know what I fucking hate, by the way, is when you're saying something and it's, you're just making fun of your own people, right? Like, it's cool if I make fun of my own people. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I do it all the time.
And then here comes this non-Cuban, let's say, just being like, what?
The worst.
Shut up. Just stay over there because I'm not talking about your people. I'm talking about my people. I know exactly how the fuck they are, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's just like, don't take it so damn serious.
Yeah. And we should be allowed. I think people get offended when some of the stereotypes are right.
Yeah.
Yep. They do. Yeah.
And
when they think, they get.
And it's like, it's not fucking secret, dude. Like,
I know.
like people know it and some people will acknowledge it. It's unfair to assume that everybody's like that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's not unfair to like generalize. I don't think like it's the majority. Most of the time, like that's what I was saying last time. You know, Mexicans like tacos. That's about 90%.
You're gonna be right most of the time.
90% true. You know, and if you make a taco joke about Mexicans, I'm not gonna be like, I'm the 5% that doesn't. You don't have to be Mexican. Like, get out of it, dude. Yeah. You know, and I agree with that. Yeah. Like, I agree with Claudia on that.
You're right, B.
So, I don't know. I haven't seen anything funny lately. The best comedy for me, like movie-wise, a comedy is probably Superbad. That's the best comedy in the last.
But that came out in 2007.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the best comedy in like 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
In the last 10 years, that's the best comedy. And then comedians, I have a lot of them that I like. From Tom Segura, Bill Burr, sometimes Dave Chappelle, Felipe Esparza sometimes. The last one was okay. He just put it out. It was okay. It wasn't great. The one before that was better. But yeah, there's comedians I listen to. Like there is David Sloss. I think that's his name, David Sloss. Yeah, David Sloss. You guys should check him out. He's funny too.
Okay. You're not a Frank Caliendo guy?
No.
Okay.
What's the other dude? There's an Italian guy. I forget his name.
Italian.
Yeah, there's an Italian dude. He's like very popular. I forgot his name. I'll have to like tell you guys. But there's comedians out there. There's comedians that are pushing the envelope. So you? Yeah. No?
I don't follow comedy like that. I just whatever catches my eye and I find funny. I mean, I think I don't even know. Just to be a chick about it. Bridesmaids was kind of funny.
That was funny.
So I really like that.
Don't say that.
What do you mean?
Don't say it's like a chick's thing.
No, just because you mentioned like all these dudes. So I'm like to be.
I'll mention Fortune. I like Fortune.
What was funny? Have you guys seen Lovebirds? The Lovebirds.
That was.
It was all right?
That was all right.
With the Indian dude
when I first saw it, I was like, oh, haha. But then I was like, this is not that funny.
It was okay.
The second time I watched it.
Again, they couldn't do most of what they probably wanted to do.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that. I didn't watch it, though. I didn't see if it was good.
It's okay.
But yeah, Bridesmaids for me. I think
Nah.
that was a fun.
Bridesmaid.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. We should shine some light on some of those female.
I got a dry sense of humor though, kind of, because like Meet the Parents is like just an all-time classic, funny movie.
That is funny.
My girlfriend.
But you have to
those.
get it.
Yeah, my girlfriend likes those too. I'm not a big fan of them.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers.
No. It's the first. Meet the Parents is the first.
Yeah.
I like Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers.
I've never watched any of
but
those.
But Superbad is one.
Yeah, Superbad's up there. Yeah, female comedians. I want to say it's Fortune is her name. She's hilarious.
Like Eddie Murphy is really good to me. I like him a lot.
I like Eddie sometimes. Mm-hmm. I haven't liked Eddie in a long time.
Well, earlier Eddie, like Trading Places and Coming to America.
You know who
Eddie.
Coming to America.
You know who I love? Sarah Silverman.
Oh,
I love her. And then there's another female. I can't think of her name. There was one woman that I just watched.
Was it Amy Schumer? No.
I like Amy too. She gets a lot of shit. I like her. I like Amy.
Yeah.
There's one more.
Jenna
Wolf or something like that. Check her out. She's fucking hilarious.
That sounds familiar, but I don't.
She's so funny.
You know who I find funny because her sense of humor is just like blah. It's like so dry. Chelsea Handler. Like she would just say like some shit and you're just like, did she really just say that? Yeah. And it's
she doesn't have a filter either.
Yeah, to me it's just so funny.
You see, they stay getting in trouble, those people.
They do.
Well, you know what's funny? 40-Year-Old Virgin was funny too.
That was a good
comedy.
Yeah, really good comedy.
I don't know if you guys have seen it's something at the funeral, like the funeral.
That's the funeral?
Is that with Kevin Hart? Because that was not funny.
No, I don't think it was. It was the one where the whole family went to the funeral and then the white guy got super high on something. And he was like on the roof, just completely naked in the middle of the funeral.
It might have been Death at the Funeral.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. I found that one pretty funny. I found that.
Yeah, you're right. See how scarce comedy is? Like, it's really scarce now. So, but yeah, I guess that wraps up our episode.
Oh, can
12.
I ask a question?
Yeah.
Have you ever saw The Kings of Comedy?
No.
Oh my God. I know you have.
Stuff. Yeah.
You should watch it. And that's a... I thought you might not have saw it. That's what I wanted to
that's like a throwback.
That's a throwback. It will feel dated if you watch it now, but it's still funny. It's still relevant.
Yeah, it's still funny.
Okay.
For me, it's kind of
what's it called?
Relevant. The original Kings of Comedy with Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, Bernie Mac, and Cedric the Entertainer. Classic.
And then Bernie, man. R.I.P. Bernie, man.
Yeah, Bernie. He was really good. He's at
so
the end.
funny.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so I guess Keith had to get that question off before we closed the episode.
I had to.
You're right. That's a good question though.
Because I knew you.
We should put Claudia on some comedy.
Yeah,
We'll put her on to some women comedians too. So yeah, that concludes episode 12. I do want to say that we are on all streaming platforms. We are on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and we are on Anchor for your ass. And now we are on YouTube. So go ahead and check us out. And yeah, man, it's been lovely to kick it with y'all today. This is a good episode.
Yeah, it was
yes,
good.
sir.
As always, it's a pleasure.
Nice to see you guys another Friday.
I know. Every Friday.
All right, y'all.
That's
it.
Thank you.
Guys.